aiming yourself at something, having the right intention, does it impact reality? Does it help me achieve whatever it is I want? Suppose today I could come to the studio without preparing myself too much, or before I came here, I could take a few minutes to think what's important for me to have happen here. What are we going to talk about? What will be the result? Is there a difference? Do I influence reality by having a certain intention for something specific to happen? Or it doesn't matter? What's the difference between the two situations? The difference is that, yes, what would you like to have as a result? Obviously. I can go to work, take a test, go on a meeting, business meeting, or whatever, without aiming myself at something, preparing myself. Sometimes you can prepare yourself on the level of actions, know the materials for a test, but you didn't aim yourself at succeeding, being focused. Yeah, that's okay, but it doesn't exactly have to do with intentions. Also, maybe, but an intention, it means what do I want to achieve at the end? And then all of my actions along the way are aimed at that state which I wish to achieve. In modern society, many times we sin, so to speak, by not thinking about it at all. We act and do plenty of things without really thinking, what is it that I want to achieve? Right? Because our life is such that we can go through them without thinking about anything at all. It's like driving with a GPS, and this is how I operate myself through life on autopilot. Go someplace, work there, do what they want. I accustom myself to do whatever it is I have to do, and life flows. So, going back to my question, when I came to the studio today, taking these few minutes, thinking about what's important for me to have happen here, aiming myself. You want to get a clearer result. You're aiming for a better result. How will this intention influence reality? What do you mean by influence reality? If you're more prepared, you're ready, you know how to make our talk more interesting, with deeper questions, then by that you make the show more beneficial for people. I don't exactly. So the intention itself doesn't have some kind of a force that I focus, concentrated, that eventually impacts the result. Of course it impacts the result. Of course it does. But what is a result? If I come a few minutes before that and I prepare myself for the show, or I come, fall out of the sky, and everything's a surprise for me. Okay, so maybe this small example, but we can take it to bigger examples that at the beginning of the day I'm thinking, what do I want to have happen today? Of course, suppose I give a lesson at 3 a.m. Around 12 a.m., between 12 and 1 a.m., I get up because I have to read a lot of materials and I have to do different things with the materials, not necessarily the materials that I'm going to teach, but to prepare myself, arrange myself. Afterwards, I take a shower. I have to physically prepare myself a bit. I go for a walk. And I do all that having a specific intention. That my intention is to perform an action during the lesson, and even before that when I'm on my own, but during the lesson with my students, together with them, to take a very powerful, important action. So, of course, it all depends on the intention, and the intention is realized during the preparation for the lesson and later on the lesson itself. It's natural. This is how it is with everyone. Whatever a person does, and as much as it's important for him, he prepares himself and realizes accordingly.